A very good afternoon, all the respected teachers present over here, and my dear colleagues, juniors and seniors. So, before going to the main presentation, that is the guest lecture, I would like to introduce our newly department which is started in Department of Endocrinology in SMC and PJ Institute. So, as we know, Dr. Subodh Manjal sir has long been associated with the institute. He did his MD in medicine from MGM Indore, DM in endocrinology from Bombay University, and he later on he did his MRCP fellowship and he has achieved his NMMC. He is a member and fellowship of different organizations. He is a member of the Endocrine Society of USA. Then he is a Endocrine Society of India. He is also a member of Endocrine Society of India. Then fellow of American College of Endocrinology. Then he is a fellow of Royal College of Physicians and Journals Surgeons, and he is a member of the RSSDI API. He is a member of National Academy of Medical Sciences India. Presently, he is associated with us as a professor and HOD of endocrinology. He has teaching experiences of teachers. He's been the teacher of the UG MBBS course, BDS, then PG in medicine. He has been the teacher of DM student in endocrinology. He has a remarkable contribution in many national and international publications. He has attended many conferences, and he is also popular teacher among the students. So presently, he has many active roles in academic forums also. He is the president of the Endocrine Society of India MP chapter. He is the chairman of the RSSDI, that is MP chapter. He is also the president Association of Physicians of India of Indore. He is the president of Diabetes India and past president of the API Indore. Apart from that, we have Dr. Jiten Chauhan. He is not here because of some unavoidable reason. He is an associate professor in our department. He did his MBBS and MD from MGM Medical College, and also he did his DM in endocrinology from PHU Varanasi. I am also working as an assistant professor. I did my MD from GMC Nagpur and DM from Guwahati Medical College in Assam. Apart from that, we have two recently joined students, Dr. Siddharth and Dr. Somit. They have joined as the DM trainee in our institute recently. These are our OPD and the general ward. So whenever you want to have any endocrine consultation, you can refer the patient to endocrine OPD, that is 71 number, and we can very well consult. You can very well contact us for any endocrine related issues. So thank you very much. So I would like to proceed with today's guest lecture. So our first speaker is Dr. N.K. Singh. Sir is the diabetologist physician from Dhanbad. He is the director Diabetes and Heart Research Center Dhanbad. He is the chairman of RSSDI Jharkhand and an executive member and national RSSDI since 2022 to 25. He is the ex-governing body member of National API, ex-chairman of API Jharkhand. He has edited Millennial Book of Medicine. He is the associated editor of Postgraduate Medicine in 2021. He has edited monograph on COVID. He has over 40 national and international publications. He is the admin and founder of CME India, that is WhatsApp group, and he is also editor of the CME India, and he has fellowship of WHO also. So I would like to welcome Dr. N.K. Singh sir to deliver his talk. Thank you.
Invite our guest speaker, who's the director of Diabetes and Heart Research Center, Dhanbad, holds over 40 national and international publications, and is currently practicing as a diabetologist physician. Please welcome Dr. N.K. Singh, sir.
To you all. Good afternoon. आज लगता है कि हम लोग अपने स्टूडेंट डेज में फिर से एक बार आके very interesting and enjoyable that हम लोग interact अभी करेंगे आपसे. With great appreciation to Dr. R.K. Shah, who was my friend, and today we have got one of the, I think one of the best diabetologists or whatever you say, the topmost diabetologist and researcher in India from Chennai, Dr. Krishna. I think I have never seen a man like him, and I myself is a huge fan of him. Salute to you, sir, for your work and for your duration. I think Dr. Subodh is quite intelligent in choosing and giving this topic to me, the future perspective of diabetes. So I think as a student, you will be very eager to know what is going to happen in the field of diabetes in next. I think in days to come, you will someday realize that medicine is not science. If you got any problem, let me know. But it is an art empowered by science. The moment the art goes away, this whole science is useless. This is the main message I want to give you. And you will see in every field of your life when you will practice medicine or whatever it may be. Diabetes field is changing very, very fast. The digital revolution, the way diabetes is prevented and managed, the world away from only that fasting PP or postprandial PP or HbA1c, something new is all happening, and ultimately the precision techniques are coming up and digital medicine will talk. So lots of agenda is there, but the next 20 to 25 minutes, I just want to appreciate the fact that future of diabetes is unfolding at a very fast pace. And the conceptual, the technological, biological and pharmaceutical solutions are at your doorstep. It is not like the last decade or 2 or 3 years back. It is, you cannot imagine what is happening. The moment today what is true, after 1 or 2 months becomes something irrelevant. So it is very important to keep pace with all those things which is happening around you. So first thing I want to discuss is the future trends, what is going to happen. So diabetes prevalence rate will continue to grow in India over the next 50 years, remember. So it will be a huge challenge for our health and for our society. So as a future doctor, I think this will be most exciting field to come in and to join the Dr. Benjal or the endocrine department, but Dr. Shah will tell you more about that. And the size and the change of the Indian population, the dramatic increase in the number of diabetes is one part, and the major health crisis in spite of medical advances and preventive efforts is going to happen. An improvement in management and reduction in the annual incidence of morbidity and premature diabetes related death due to diabetes is a big problem. Definitely, due to this advancement, our patients will live longer, but require many years of comprehensive management of multiple chronic diseases, resulting in dramatically increased costs. So, this is a big problem. You can see what is happening here. From 2040, 1 in 10 adults will have diabetes. I'm not going all the data, I'm saying the same things. But irony of all these things is that in spite of all these advancements, we have fallen short to know the risk factors exactly. We are not able to know the other triggering factors, even the pathophysiological pathways. We are not able to prognosticate the cause. We are still lagging behind to selecting the very effective therapies and predicting complications and tackling the death complications. So this is a huge problem which is happening just now. So slowly, the guidelines by which today in the world, the American Diabetic Association guidelines, European guidelines, in our own RSSDI, that is the Research Society for a Study of Diabetes in India. It is the biggest forum of the diabetes in India. And if you those who have done the MBBS, please be the member, because you have the open life membership only at 6,000 rupees till July. Later it is going to increase. So in recent years there have been dramatic changes, I told you. Today the position of one drug, the GLP-1RA and SGLT2 inhibitors, they are challenging the diabetes crown position of metformin. If you ask to any person what is the best drug suited, or which is the drug which is on the Raj Mukut hai jo, that is the metformin. But this concept at present a bit changing, fading. If your diabetes is suffering from atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease, nephropathy, CKD, or heart failure, reduced ejection fraction, or preserved ejection fraction, or even the NAFLD. Because lots of trials are coming. I don't think everything is important to know these trials, but I told you the precision medicine will be incorporated into the guidelines, and that is very important. Now everyone in this house is aware about the chat GPT. I'm also using it, artificial intelligence. I think you might be also using. There are lots of things in the artificial intelligence, the telemedicine will rock. And this will be definitely a future of diabetes care as the way it is growing. So at present, even today, in 2023, there are 4 key areas where we are using AI. One is automated retinal screening. Even at a remote place, a very small place of Dhanbad, that is the coal capital of India where I live, I am using this. The retinal screening by AI. I'm doing my echocardiography myself, I am trained for that, and I'm using the AI. How? Previously my machine, I had to measure everything. It takes time. Today I just take the image, give the computer order the fridge, then automatically you make in a fraction of seconds you get everything. So this is how the things are changing. The predictive population risk stratification and patient self-management tools. So these are not a dream which is will happen, it is already happening. So this is how we are doing the retinal screening, and even at a remote place, in a primary health center, it is possible now, today. So this is how the future diabetes things will go. That with data, machine learning, human interaction, web application, everything is going to happen. And today the diabetes patients are very much fearful about the needle. Prick करना पड़ता है 4 बार 5 बार. The needle-free revolution is on the way. The non-invasive methods will substitute the finger pricking. And device like GlucoTrack we have that can measure glucose using electromagnetic waves are already available in Europe. And Nokia Sense is being developed, a tiny device. It will be placed under the eyelids for continuous glucose monitoring. Within the moment you will pass from this college, everything will be in the market. The nano robots, they travel to the bloodstream to measure glucose and deliver insulin, and silica particles to slow down the digestion of food are being developed. In the same way, continuous glucose ketone meter today is very, very important because the ketone meter is needed. If you are using SGLT2 inhibitors in someday, in type 1 patients, diabetic patients, this will be a very, very important development. Then the next portion is the precision medicine. The integration of what is the precision medicine? You integrate the genetics, epigenetics, gene expression profiling, and metabolomics in real time. And the whole prospect will change by this. From 2015, when President Barack Obama brought it in a huge way in the US, things are changing. And today we have this from one portion, you can see that we can have a holistic picture of the prediction. That is possible. So, although this our data will prove to fool, lots of very good investing money at present. And remember, whatever drug you are using many times in our for our diabetic patients, that is not working. We don't know whether starting metformin, sulfonylurea, or any other drug will work or not. We don't know. There are lots of things happening. That can be picked up by just precision medicine, and we can come in our clinic start that drug which is going to happen or to work for that patient. In the same way, we don't know if which diabetic patient is going to develop the nephropathy, kidney failure, heart failure, other complications we don't know at present. The things are being developed which can pick up it, or this, the profile of prediction profile of this patient is like this. So we have to start like this drug and this will work. So this is going to happen. And the gene testing. Many times patients are coming 12 years, 13 years, 14 years, with 400, 500 sugars in my clinic. Some have family history of diabetes, some don't have. We don't know what is happening. Many times these are not type 1 cases. These are not type 2 cases. They are monogenic cases, monogenic diabetes. And we always fail to know such cases. There were lots of data pulled today where a patient diagnosed at type 1 diabetes age of 3 or 4, but later on it was found that it is not a type 1 case. It was a case of monogenic diabetes and just giving simple sulfonylurea group of drug, levencalamide or gliclazide. It worked very well and insulin went off. So this is happened. And remember, within a decade, it may be possible to map the genome within 5 to 10 minutes. Today we send the sample to a center and it takes time, but it is possible to think. The next thing which is happening in a big way, that is a liver research, and that will bring the new beans. The future research might strongly unfold about dysregulation of hepatic glucose and lipid metabolism as primary factor underlying the pathogenesis of type 2 diabetes and type 1 diabetes, and this is going to happen. And because we have this pathogenesis is coming up, and next focus is on the adipose tissue. The brown tissue, brown fat tissue, to this hypertrophic adipose tissue. The whole research is going on, unfolding around this for the diabetes. So this could be a very, very important area of research further on, how the hepatic liver and insulin resistance, everything happening through the adipose cells. Then type 1 diabetes can in future it can be cured or not. It can be, the things are at least visible to some extent today, that cure is visible. The endeavor to restore the endogenous insulin section in type 1 diabetes will bring exciting achievement. Tremendous research is going on, and I will not go in detail to tell you everything. What is happening for the type 1 diabetes, apart from insulin. Insulin is okay, like saying here, but apart from that, even some drugs, many other things, the hallmarks of the evolving profile of individual with type 1 diabetes and current future options you can see here. And non-insulin agents can be used later on in type 1 diabetes. And reality of delaying type, today we have got a research work done already. And last year this came that it is the first approval of a first-in-class therapy that adds an improvement new treatment option for certain at-risk patients. The drug's potential to delay clinical diagnosis of type 1 diabetes may provide patients with months to years without the burden of disease. So this is already, although it is quite unrealistic in sense that it is too costly and it is very, very difficult to pick up such cases. Now next, the drug development. You can see here that we have so many drugs these days. Most of the guidelines have abandoned the conventional treat to target approach. Today, this is not you give first metformin, then if it is not controlled, give sulfonylurea, then give the third agent, then the fourth agent. This concept is totally not working these days. Today, we have different approach according to the profile of the patient. That new drugs are coming up like glucose responsive insulin. The insulin will see whether insulin is going to work. Today you are giving insulin, here is there, hypoglycemia can occur. In future, the insulin will sense whether I have to work or not. Insulin like single peptides, regenerated insulin, even the GABA transamine inhibitors New drug carrying brown fat and beta-gluconergic receptors and trigger the cells to absorb sugar. Something new happening will come. The glucose-responsive insulin is already in under reality in some few days or few years you can get. Our open loop system is today, you can see a big improvement in the diabetic care. We have got bioartificial pancreas. And this is very, very important. You can encapsulate, protect transplanted islets today and replace the lifelong immunosuppressor. So what is the problem with this islet cell transplantation? You have to give the lifelong immunosuppressant drug. But in future, the things are coming up that this problem will be over. Then we have lots of advantage in CGM and insulin delivery system. It will take too much time. So even the CGM will replace the by SMPG, assuming cost is a barrier. So islet transplantation and other things are coming up. Next big thing which Dr. Krishna Sethade today told in our Diabetic India guest lecture, कि आधा पेट खाओ, पूरे भूख लगने पे खाओ. There is a great science behind that, and that is the intermittent fasting, periodic fasting, and time-restricted feeding. And diabetes can be reversed. So, and you can have some remission. So this is a big thing which is happening in the right. Because what is the mystery? You can see here the type 2 diabetes reverse rate is around 36%. And you lost your weight and liver fat becomes 2%, and you can get the remission of diabetes. So big thing is happening here. And then sometimes never anyone is talking about the environmental chemical pollution as a big factor for the emerging epidemic of diabetes in India and many parts of the world. Because every day you sit in my clinic from very remote area in the Jharkhand, where the people are every day working fast and taking less calorie dense food, and the 20, 25, 26 years of people coming to me that my sugar is 400, 500. What is happening? You ask any diabetologist in India, nobody can answer you what is happening there. This might be happening. And so from the very beginning until for last 10 years, I am working on this possibility that, and today I tell you frankly that only restriction of the calories, only doing proper exercise is not going to halt the fast epidemic which is happening in India and other parts of the world. Unless and until you are going to check the environmental pollutants. So this time in the RSD test book of diabetes medicine, Dr. Chawla told me to write a review literature on pollution and diabetes. Why it is happening? There is a clear, we have thousands of papers today. And evidence is building up that persistent organic pollutants which are in your everyday food article like egg, your water, your foil, your sweets, in your apple, everything you are consuming every day, and that acts as an endocrine disruptor. You go and read what is endocrine disruptor. And not only this, your air pollution, noise pollution, this is also creating havoc. The first time when I wrote an article on the noise pollution causing the type 2 diabetes, people were laughing on me. ये क्या लिख दिया पेपर में? Now today we have got evidence. Although the level of evidence is low at present, but time to look beyond the plutonian laziness. So this is something new might be happening listening today. So what to do? If you know this, you क्या कर सकते हैं? Then government of India brought this one. I have not brought this one. The government of India, you are not aware. You ask fruits and vegetables in running water for up to 3 minutes. इससे जो ऊपर का pollutants है वो खत्म हो जाता है. Fertilizers, insecticides, everything. And use a solution of vinegar or salt and sweat the fruit vegetable for 5 minutes. Possible, peel off the skin of the fruit or vegetable that you are consuming. सेव खा रहे हैं, उसको हटा दो. Try not to go to a large size vegetable market or fruit produce. buy organic if possible. जो village से लेकर आ रहा है, try to do that. Biological pest control. Another thing, तो ये government of India का है, ये होगा, you should be aware about that. And this I have already given in the textbook of RFC medicine 2022. Then the endoscopic bariatric procedure will gain acceptance. ये डॉक्टर वो बता रहे थे कि आप कितना bariatric surgery के बारे में. In future, the endoscopic bariatric procedure is going to get acceptance. Lots of techniques are there, not time to tell you. And the gut microbiota research will bring new solution. I will take 2 or 3 minutes more, sir. The gut microbiota is new target for type 2 diabetes prevention and treatment. जो भी आप खाते पीते हो, everything is depending on the gut microbiota. And you are not aware कि how much gut microbiota is in your body. It could be more than half kg. So this study is going on now, and the gut flora can be used not only as a diagnostic biomarker, but as a therapeutic target for type 2 diabetes, and this is very, very big area of research in diabetes. You can modulate that. Then the clusters of classification is coming up. And just by seeing these 6 things, the GAT65, age, BMI, HbA1c, HOMA 2B and HOMA 2IR, you can pick up the cluster. हम लोग सोचते हैं कि इंडिया में जितना डायबिटीज हो रहा है सब इंसुलिन रेजिस्टेंस से ही हो रहा है, बट द इंडियन पेपर shows कि दिस इज नॉट हैपनिंग. इंसुलिन सिक्रेशन भी कम हो रहा है, ये भी प्रॉब्लम है. तो दिस इज बिग पेपर केम that you have to know about the different cluster like brain, seed, third, mode and mud. So ये सब this is happening also, and we have very good, beautiful Indian research coming up. Last point is the toughest task of turning Jocelyn tide will persist. Jocelyn, you know, is the father of diabetology or father of diabetes in the modern times. So, regarding the prevention of diabetes, which is a huge task, and he wrote in 1921, we saw only cutting-edge enhancement cannot turn this tide back, the future of diabetic prevalence and the complications. So we have mind-boggling cutting-edge things are coming up. We should be aware about that. And one thing is exercise. It is my motto to tell you कि अपने माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया को ग्रीन कीजिए. You can see from beautiful research. एक आदमी जिसका एक्सरसाइज नहीं कर रहा है और एक आदमी एक्सरसाइज कर रहा है, how it is happening. You can see here, this is a 2009 research. Exercise induced mitophagy, and it tells you do exercise every day. And then Krishna Siddhartha is great promoter of this fasting. And this is a forgotten knowledge. We are all. And if you see over in the Gita, where the Krishna told, he who observes fast becomes free from maladies of every kind. 10 years back or 5 years back, जब हम लोग एनी फेस्टिवल में हमारी माँ फास्ट करती थी या लोग फास्ट करते थे, तो हम सोचते कितने बेवकूफ हैं लोग, दिन भर फास्ट करते रहते हैं. And today everything is changing. If in fasting, the science is telling you what is happening inside your body. And you can see here the improvement in health and disease resistance, how everything changes. It is a 1 hour lecture itself. And sometimes if you want to say, go and teach what sort of exercise people should do, they always remember it is aerobics and resistance very, very important. The gym wali exercise. Sometimes in Jharkhand I presented this lady doesn't need any advice to do the exercise. From Jharkhand. And it is all working at the AMP layer. Living a long and healthy life requires maintaining an optimal level of AMPK. You go and read this. That what are the mitochondrial dynamics in the type 2 diabetes, which is totally remodeled by fasting, intermittent fasting or time-restricted feeding. So this is very, very important. Lastly, concluding, this is diabetes. The present decade has witnessed tremendous progress in spite of safer and organ-protecting drugs. Diabetes-related morbidity will rise and shatter the economy, and type 1 diabetes whole genome sequencing is a reality and future, and this defying insulin producing islet for transmission will become available, and time restricted fasting is very, very important concept. So I told you everything about unfolding the future diabetes. Thank you very much. Thank you.